Hello and welcome back to our Prophecy of Pendor Ironman challenge, and when we left off we were attacking Inquisitor, Erasmus and Igrim the Devourer. Now what I've done is I did find an Inquisitor patrol and I did attack them, and thankfully we now have a much less relation with them. Well, not much less, just -4, and that is going to be enough to basically prove to the game that we are not friends with Inquisitor Erasmus next time around. And as a result, that will probably give us a nice chance to capture him. And, well, I'm kind of kicking myself now twice, basically, that I have done, done a fight with Inquisitor Erasmus, and every single time we have been able to achieve a victory. But it is just so, it's just so unfortunate that we helped him in the previous battle, and as a result, he's then friendly with us, if you know what I mean. So it really makes things a bit difficult, but thankfully we are now aggressive to him, so when he pops up next time and we have an opportunity to attack him, we'll make well, hopefully have a good opportunity to take advantage of the situation. Now what I've otherwise done is I went to my hideout very quickly and I basically placed my gold bars in there, because I realized that my gold bars being in my inventory are basically not useful anymore, because I'm not going to be buying, or shall we say crafting or acquiring any other rune weapons, because they are primarily for rune weapons. And you need to give Hamidauron, the initial guy, not the drunk but the other one, a gold bar as well as a Qualis gem to be able to acquire a rune weapon, a strange rune weapon of some kind. And then you need a Qualis gem and a large pouch of diamonds and some wine with the drunk guy, and he'll give you the upgraded version. So that's the reason why I was carrying around some gold bars, and I've now put that in my storage in my old hideout. I also put my bullets in there and some books and basically just things that I would like to keep but don't really need on me right now. So yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. Otherwise, I did do a couple of tournaments. I did a tournament in Singal, and there is another tournament, as you can see, happening right here, which is actually kind of amazing. And this is Ishkomen, and hopefully we will be victorious. I mean, it seems pretty easy, actually, to win tournaments now, and I think that is literally just because of all my proficiencies. As you can see, look at how easy this is. I haven't really had to struggle anymore to get a victory in these kinds of situations, which is actually kind of amazing, because if you recall, I was actually having some pretty big problems previously. So anyway, this guy doesn't have anything else to offer us, but he does have some books, and I think it might be an idea for us to acquire some books, because I now have 200,000 dinars. As I said, I've been doing quite a few tournaments. And let's have a look here. +1 wound treatment while in inventory. That's probably not going to help us out too much. Okay, so I basically know what all of these are, I think. Or maybe not. Yeah, anyway, the Great Leaders of Pendor, that is, of course, leadership. The Life of the Silver Fox, I would assume, is persuasion. Don't know what this is. Maybe engineering? Don't think it's engineering. I think it's something else. And then the High Arts, wouldn't know what that is either. So that's kind of unfortunate. But I am going to take the leadership book, because you never know when you're going to find him again, and it's always a good idea to have something on you, you know, if you need to increase leadership at any point. And what we're going to do is I will be increasing leadership. Yeah, I know I only have fish in my inventory, by the way. I need to buy some more varieties of food, but basically the one town that I was at and I needed food literally only had fish, which is kind of weird. But anyway, here we are. We are at Ishkomen. And basically what I'm going to do here is, I think what I might try is the challenging task. Don't know how successful we're going to be with it, because you're going to need to take on some pretty large parties. But let's go over to Windholm real quick and see whether... Oh, hello! We have been awarded an achievement. You have emerged the champion of 25 tournaments, and your renown increases by 100. Your opponents in future tournaments will quail when your name is announced as a participant. Aha, there we go. Very nice indeed. We actually have a bunch of achievements now. Definitely need to keep hunting those achievements, keep getting after those unique spawns and everything. I think there is also an achievement for eliminating 500, 1,000, and so on enemies, and that gives you a variety of different benefits as well. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. Otherwise, let's just go into Windholm and see if there is a bounty. I don't really want to do another bounty quest, to be honest. I don't really want to. So I've heard you have problems with rivals. Yeah, sure. Let's just kill the rival group, because that's relatively easy, as you can see right here. And let's attack them. There we go. There's only 45. There's only 45 of them. This is going to be super easy. So I don't even know what to do here with these guys, because I haven't really fought the Dashar Wind Riders, but I assume that they are primarily horse archers. I think? No, maybe not. Maybe not. They seem to have a lot of lancers. So we probably should have taken a different stance here, but they charged into us so incredibly fast that we weren't really going to get into any suitable positioning anyway. So I guess it was just best just to charge straight on in, I suppose. And maybe we'll just pick off a couple on the outskirts of the battle here as well. Maybe get a little bit of extra experience. I am a little... I'm a bit dubious about what I should do with my Qualis Gem, because I know that a couple of you did give me some actually really good suggestions. And I'm thinking about them, you know? I'm thinking about them because one of you suggested that we go and get some Noldor Twilight Nights from Ellil. And that seems like a pretty fun idea, because we do have some Noldor trade goods. So technically I'd be able to get an additional Noldor Twilight Night on top of the regular amount that you get. Because I believe you get 4 Noldor Twilight Nights, and if you have Noldor trade goods, you get an additional 1, I think. So that's actually pretty cool. And maybe we want to think about doing that. But otherwise, I think spending Qualis Gems on... increasing our stats is really, really useful. So we'll probably continue to do that for the most part. And then when we start getting our custom knighthood order up and running, that is when we will start to transition into using only custom knighthood order units and Noldor units, because then they're going to be basically on par with each other after, well, our CKO is going to take a long time to train up, that is for sure. All right. I have settled the problem with the Dashar Wind Riders. I certainly have. There we go. And let's actually just take a look. Do I have enough space? Yeah, I think I have enough space for some gear, if they give it to me. And, okay, so here we go. I could either do the Tournament Champion, which would be pretty easy, or I could go for a more challenging task. I think I'm going to do the more challenging task. I think that would be quite fun, because we are, as you can see right here, well, you might be able to accomplish a feat worthy of the Kraken cultists. Be warned, though, it's dangerous and requires skillful generalship. You are to lead a force of chosen Kraken Radari and Storm Sisters into battle and win renown across Pendor's battlefields. Defeat is not a possibility. Your current troops will be awaiting your return here safely, but your companions can remain with you at all times. I don't even know what to do. I guess... let's do it. I'm impressed by your resolve. All right, so here we go. This is going to be interesting. Okay, so I have 92. Literally, they only gave me 92. I have 195 capacity here, fellows. Anyway, they gave me 30 Kraken Radari and 51 Storm Sisters. Now, these Storm Sisters are actually really, really cool. They are the Sergeant unit for the Kraken cultists, but they are very weak in sieges. Don't know whether you can tell that, because they do have, well... pole arms, basically. I don't know whether they have anything else, but the Kraken Radari are really good. As you can see right here, absolutely insane stats. 10 Iron Flesh, 9 in all combat stats, 7 Athletics, 7 Riding, 9 in Horse Archery. I don't even know whether they... no, they're infantry. They don't have mounts, so I'm not entirely sure whether they have Horse Archery, but whatever the case, now, where do we go? Where do we go to find... oh yeah, I actually needed to go and do this. Oh no, now I'm going to be too late. Okay, wait a minute, where is it? I forgot about this. I actually wanted to do this straight away after the tournament, but I got myself a little bit sidetracked, which is not exactly great. Okay, well, let's just rush over there as quickly as possible. I actually wonder whether this renown from the quest will count towards No, don't get attacked, thank you. Oh yeah, we'll count towards the quest, which would be quite amazing if it did. But if it doesn't, then, well, I guess that's just how it goes. I think we're just going to charge everyone in, because these are literally just bandits. And if we do lose a couple of people, it's just going to make it easier for us to gain renown. But the problem is with this is that renown is kind of a bit of a weird thing, because on the one hand, you really want to be attacking units that are significantly outnumbering you, but then you've got to balance it with you actually being able to win. So the best thing that you can do really with this quest is to try and attack a peasant revolt group that has been weakened significantly, and try and take advantage of that, because if you're only given about 100 units for this quest, and the peasant revolt, a weakened one, has, I don't know, let's say 500, 600 units in there, that would probably, you'd probably be able to win that. Maybe. Maybe, I say. Because it's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky. It really depends on a variety of factors. Oh, this actually does give you renown. This is fantastic. So this is a great strategy for gaining renown really easily, actually. So that's definitely something that we want to think about as well. So how much do we need? 200. Okay, we need 200. Okay, that's actually not even that bad. Maybe we can, maybe we can, I don't even want to, shall we fight some Inquisition? Yeah, let's fight some Inquisition, why not? There's 63 of them. How much renown are we going to get for this? Oh, and the Singalians are being annoying. You know, I'd fight a smaller band of them, but they are numbering above 200, which is a little bit too much, in my opinion. So that's not really going to help us too much. I'm going to stop by a couple of villages along the way, because you never know when you may get into an infestation, and that's definitely going to help us. Okay, so tournaments do not count, unfortunately. I know that someone actually did say that they did a whole bunch of tournaments and that it did not count for them in this quest, which would have been fantastic. But as we've just found out, the farmer infestation quest, or shall we say the bandit infestation quest from the farmer, is working, which is actually really good, because technically it is a fight. You know, you're going into a fight, and you generally will get a lot of renown for it. So I'm actually kind of surprised. Very nice. 176. Not entirely sure if we should attack these guys. This is a bit tricky. Alright, so you can see here that we have 20 charisma. I could go for 21 and then get prisoner management and everything, but what I kind of want to do is find Phineas, spec into another intelligence, and then get leadership and prisoner management increased at the same time, because we would then have 2 skill points. So that's the reason why I'm kind of waiting with it. Did I go into the tavern here already? Yep, I already did. Alright, well, let's continue onward. I'm not going to fight any Singalians. Okay, I am actually going to fight some Singalians then, apparently. This is not going to work out too well for us, but maybe it is. Maybe it is. I mean, our Storm Sisters are really good. We're only going to get 24 renown for this battle? This is not worth it. This is not worth it by any means. No way. This is pretty bad. Hey, you know what? Let's not go all the way to the edge of the map. Let's actually wait at the riverbank here. This is going to kill them like no one's business. And they're never going to be able to penetrate the Kraken Radari's shield. So we could technically get all our guys here. And our Storm Sisters are equipped with extremely proficient throwing weapons. So we could theoretically just charge them in and then just see how much damage they can do. But this is going to be a bit problematic. I hope this doesn't take more than 10 days in-game either, because I do have a Noldor tournament to accomplish at the end of this month. Okay, we're having some issues here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell these guys to charge in, tell the Kraken Radari to charge in as well, because it seems like these fellows are just wanting to run into the edge of the map, even though I wanted them to run towards me. So I guess we'll just send my Storm Sisters in and we'll see how it goes. But I'm not holding out that much hope for our success here. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to do something. Oh, There's a Singalian Temptress. Could you... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just die. Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, 24 renown for this is pretty bad in comparison to doing the bandit infestation for the farmer, where we got 16. It's kind of amazing in comparison. So, yeah, a bit disappointing to say the least. Maybe I can kill this guy. There we go. Thank you. And as long as we can kill their horse, I guess that's all that really matters. Or them, you know. Either way. That's absolutely fine. Alright, so my archer's not really going to be doing that much. Let's just shoot this guy off his horse if we can. Oh, there we go. Nice. Right, so how many have we killed so far? 75. We're actually doing relatively well. Oh, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I guess I really shouldn't be, because the knighthood order itself is pretty strong, but of course you got to remember that these sergeants will run out of thrown weapons relatively quickly, and that is the main reason, in my opinion, why they're so deadly, because their thrown weapons are so incredibly damaging. But their hand-to-hand capability off their mounts is just really bad, unless they actually do have a secondary weapon, and I'm not aware of it. But, well, we'll see. We've lost 9 so far, which is not actually that bad. You know what? I was thinking of retreating just now, but I'm thinking if I retreat, that is going to result in nothing, basically. We're not going to get any renown as a result for winning the battle in the second round anyway, which is really awful. So I'm not entirely sure how we're supposed to do this, but I guess we'll just try it. We'll just go full on, and if I end up losing a bunch of people, which is inevitable at this point, then I guess we will just try our best to gain renown in other ways. But we're not going to be gaining a huge amount from this anyway, and it was my mistake, I suppose, because of control space. Control space is the bane of many people that play Warband. But especially me at this particular point in time. But we're going to be killing a whole bunch as well, and maybe we'll get the next level with ourselves as well, which would be quite nice. Can I? Yes. Oh, there we go. We actually killed him because our ebony sword is swinging so incredibly fast. Really nice. Alright, I think we're actually doing remarkably well. We have lost 15 though. I don't know. I kind of wish the renown was a little bit adaptive in the battle itself. So, for example, it would either reduce or increase dependent on how well or how badly you did in the battle. But of course, if that happens, then yeah, it probably wouldn't work out too well. But it's a nice thought, because if you end up losing a whole bunch of units but still end up prevailing, then I think maybe it would be a cool idea to get some more renown for that, you know? But I can understand why that might be a little bit imbalanced. Let's just try and avoid getting ourselves murdered, shall we? Okay, our Kraken Radari right here are really good, so they can just charge straight on in once again. Gotta be careful of these guys. They can very easily kill me with the amount of speed that my Noldor horse gives us. Insane. Just absolutely insane. So let's see if I can maybe do some damage with my bow here. Maybe get a little bit of weapon proficiencies. There's actually someone behind me. That was a rude awakening. Oh, yep, gotta be a bit careful. Gotta be a bit careful about that. That's exactly what I mean. So much damage if you just charge straight on into them. But thankfully I'm distracting them quite considerably so that our forces can actually just single them out, pick them off, and then just continue on to the next area, which is actually really nice. Alright, I think that's it. Unfortunately, I'm not able to hit anyone for some unknown reason, so I'm just hitting people with my horse. Yes, that seems to be working out. But we ended up losing 21, which is pretty considerable for the amount of renown we're getting. And that's exactly my point. Singalians just don't seem to be worth it for the renown value. As you can see, look at that. Only 40 now. We should have theoretically gained so much more, but that's just how it is. I don't actually even want to charge in here, but I guess we could just charge in really quickly, take them out super fast. We're not going to get any renown for this, but I didn't want to auto-resolve, and I did want to eliminate them from the map. So, well, let's just do this. Yep, there we go. Not too bad. There's still one alive, but I think we can probably snipe him. Or not. He's just traveling a little bit too fast. Oh, he's got himself into a pretty bad situation right there. On the hill. Yep, there you go. As soon as he got slowed down a little bit, he was slightly easier to pick off. There we go. All right, so not going to really getting anything from here, which is really kind of sad, to be honest. Would have really liked to have gotten some more renown in general, and now we only have 71. Yes, only 71. I guess the best thing that we can do for this quest, as I've said, is literally just go for farmer infestations, and it's going to be quite time consuming. How much time do I have? I have only 18 days to do this. I don't even know whether I'm going to succeed. But, oh dear. Right. Well, this is... this is bad, because, you know, there could be Scorpion Assassins here. You could get really unlucky and have Scorpion Assassins attacking you, but thankfully it seems like we don't have those guys. We just have some regular highwaymen, which are... Oh, they are quite damaging. Do bear that in mind. Okay, let's be a bit careful. There we go. Okay. Yeah, needed to concentrate on one side, and then I'd be able to do something with it. Anyone else? Yep, there is one more. There we go. Not too bad. Alright, so yeah, anyway. Wish we got renown for that. That would make all the sense in the world. Not. Anyway. That is not helping. Not helping at all. I'm gonna be taking a look around here for unique spawns as well, because you never know when there's going to be a unique spawn that you can actually take on. But for the most part, I think we're probably going to have to bet on the farmers. Oh, look at that. Another snake cult army. Not something I would be too pleased about. Let's get some rumors there. And bear in mind that we cannot, in this quest, recruit new units either. So you just have a limited amount of units, and you're going to have to deal with them and see how you do. It's kind of like an ultimate test, really. Ultimate test of skill and, you know, your... well, as they said, generalship, you know, it is generally going to give you a very good challenge. Singalians, probably not the best enemy for this, that's for sure. Okay, so what do we have here? Snow Wolf Clan Warriors, and we have Kyuda the Ravager. Oh, hey! So it's been a long time since we've seen you, that's for sure. Yeah, I really wish we had Wolfbode, actually, because we could kind of maybe bait Wolfbode into besieging Pointsbrook again, and then we could maybe do something about that. That would actually be kind of good. But as it stands right now, that doesn't seem to be the case. he seems to be taking a bit of a rest because, let's face it, we've beaten him twice in a row really pretty quickly in between each defeat. So I guess he's just, you know, resting up for the next one. And let's get in here and see if we can find something. Yeah, this is generally, by the way, what I do off screen. I literally just run around and go into taverns all the time and just see if there's any unique spawn anywhere in particular. And if there is, then and it's something that we can actually fight, then I'll start the episode there. But generally, this is what I do. I just, you know, run around and hopefully find some farmers and things, because farmers are great. It's kind of hilarious how I was finding farmers almost all the time off screen. And here's Phineas. This is actually kind of nice. I'm going to drink the elixir and we'll just continue asking for other things. Yeah, we'll continue asking for rumors. Okay. So now, there you go. I now have 21 charisma thanks to the potion. So technically what I could do is I could get another point in shield. I could get another point in athletics, horse archery. Well, I said horse archery, I'm not going to get any more. I could get some trainer skill. Trainer is pretty useful. Power draw, don't know whether I really need that at the moment. Power strike might be okay, but as I said, I personally feel like prisoner management is very important, especially for unique spawn captures and leadership. Well, it reduces our party wages, which is very important too, as well as increasing party morale and our maximum company size. So I will just be going for that. And as we continue to get Qualis gems and increase our stats, we're going to be seeing even more charisma. So I only need another 3 Qualis gems to be able to get to 24 charisma. By that time, I should have leveled up to 31, and then I should have the opportunity to get another point in intelligence, and then get another 2 points in prisoner management and leadership. So that's kind of the plan for the moment with our Qualis gems, I guess, because it is exponentially scalable up to 64. 64 or 63? I think 63 is the maximum that you can get in strength and, well, basically every single stat. There's a Mist Mountain army there, right there, which I'd love to fight, but they're going to be way too difficult to defeat with just 71. They are going to outnumber us so heavily with battle advantage, it's just not going to work. Ah, this is actually really nice. We're going to get 7,000 per week with our mercenary wages, which is actually really nice. So we're going to get quite a bit of cash actually over this time, which is quite good. Oh, Javen's here again. Javen, you're not actually very helpful to me right now. I'm so sorry. Yeah, no farmers here either. We're getting really unlucky, I gotta say, because usually I can find at least 2 to 3 farmers in a whole circuit. So they must all be like down in Empire territory or something like that, because Empire territory is currently off limits to us because we are at war against them. So that is kind of harsh. Yeah, I'd like to fight these guys, actually. Yep, there we go. Okay, this is actually quite nice because we're against 79 of them, and there is a battle advantage of 0, really? I would have thought that our tactics skill would have given us a pretty big advantage here, but apparently not. Okay, that's absolutely fine. No problem at all there. But anyway, point is, 14 renown. I guess I'll take it. And this is going to be a pretty simple fight, I think. I'm actually just going to charge in. My Storm Sisters will be able to absolutely destroy the opponent with their thrown weapons. And if I distract them a little bit by maybe running along their lines a little here. Look at how much damage my horse does with charge. It's just insane. It's really, really good. And hopefully, yeah, these are really just posing no threat to us at all now. He says as he almost gets murdered in just 2 seconds. Maybe? Am I going to get murdered in 2 seconds? Doesn't seem like it right now, but you never know. There's always that jinx, you know. I say, oh, yeah, these guys seem easy, and then I get murdered. Really horribly. That's usually how it goes. Okay, so could I eliminate that? Yeah, there we go. And I think that's it. There we go. Now, do bear in mind that losing a couple of units in this quest is actually not even that big a deal, because if you lose units, then you're going to gain more renown as you progress forward. So for example, there is actually a strategy that you can use to accomplish this quest extremely quickly. And the strategy I have used in the past, to not the best success rate, but it is a strategy nevertheless. This strategy is to basically disband all of your sergeant units. So basically any sergeant unit that you have that has been given to you by your knighthood order, you just disband those, and then you have only your knights left. And those knights are going to be the main force that you're going to be fighting with. And because you have such a small army, you're going to be gaining much more cash. Well, cash? I'm looking at cash and I said cash. But anyway, you're going to be gaining much more renown as a result of that, because you have such a smaller army than the opponent. So that's generally a bit of a strategy that you can use, but it is risky because, as I say, if you end up losing any more of those knights, then you will have some difficulties actually completing the quest, unless you are able to do the farmer bandit infestation thing, and you can actually do that yourself if you have like 10 units, you know, including your companions. A drunken adventurer. This guy might actually be kind of difficult for us, because he's got a big axe. Okay, there we go. Not too bad. Anyway, as I say, you can just disband those sergeants and then just go to town with a smaller band, because we started with 30... Yeah, we started with 30 Kraken Radari, and if I had disbanded the Storm Sisters, which we had 50 of, then I'd have like, I don't know, 40 units, and we would be able to move really, really fast on the world map. We could potentially find some units to fight, especially Vanskries. You know, you could technically find a bunch of Vanskries to fight, and you'd probably get a pretty significant amount of renown for it. What about Secular Knights? Maybe I want to fight these guys. Where'd they go? Where'd you go? Oh, there they are. Do we want to fight these guys? Dawn Wyverns, Knights of the Dawn? Maybe we want to fight them. How much are we going to get? 4. Really? I mean, I know their numbers are significantly reduced in comparison to us, but I thought their combat strength would be pretty high, because they do have Knights of the Dawn, and those guys are... they're pretty tough, you know? They're pretty tough. They're not extremely fantastic, but they are quite tough to deal with. So I thought, hey, you know, maybe that's going to be something for us. But apparently not. As you can see, look at that. I did 65 damage to that guy, and he's still alive, so it's pretty impressive. But I guess that's just how it is. Anyway, we're getting just really unlucky with the fact that we don't have any farmers. We have no farmer quests here, and that is kind of the whole thing that I wanted to do, but apparently that's just not working. So yeah, otherwise the other thing that you can do is basically try and get into a really large battle with a unique spawn alongside a bunch of vassals, or just have 2 unique spawns fighting each other. So for example, in the previous episode we had Igrim and Inquisitor Rasmus fighting against each other. So technically you could take advantage of that in this kind of challenge. You could do that. But of course, then after the fight, you're not going to get to take advantage of the rescued prisoners or anything like that, because you are unable to basically recruit any units whatsoever. So that would be a bit of a problem as well if you wanted to do that. Let's have a look here. Brother Randolph. Yeah, they're being really bad to me right now. Not giving me any farmers. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so I guess I'm going to have to make my way over to the Noldor tournament right now, because it is almost time. I don't want to miss out on it by any means. Nope, still no farmers. Wow. Very surprising, I gotta say. Very surprising. Usually you're going to find at least, as I say, 2, 3, maybe even 4 bandit infestations as you walk around. And that would have been fantastic, because we would have at least probably like 80 renown instead of how much do we have? 58. No, we'd have much more than that. We'd have like 100 and something by now with those farmer infestations. So I'm just going to go into Laria real quick and we'll see if there is a farmer here. There's quite a few farmers usually in Laria, but apparently there isn't any today. How unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Okay, well, we'll just go on over to Elicray then, I suppose, and we'll just see. There's a Jatu Warband. Shall we fight this? Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's fight this. Hopefully the Noldor are not going to join me. No, they're not joining me on this. This is... Oh, 9? 9? Are you serious? I'm surprised. I'm actually really surprised about this. I would have expected much more renown for this battle, but I guess we are pretty unique in the way that we are running around with a similar army size, you know, because at this point in the game, usually you're going to have much more, you know. I'm literally at day 300 plus right now, and that means we're certifiably in the mid game of Pendor, and well, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird how I'm just getting such a small amount of renown for this. But as I say, if you were to do this and just have Kraken Radari and don't have any of the Storm Sisters or anything like that, then the renown value would probably be much more. I mean, how much are we getting for this? 9? Yeah, we're getting 9 for this. So we'd probably gain maybe 15 or something like that if we had less units. So that might be something to consider for us to do as well. But I'm kind of thinking, hey, maybe we should just, you know, continue going with sort of like more of a longevity-based strategy. So if I lose people, then I lose people. But to fight more. So we'll have more battles and as a result gain more renown. But it will take longer. So I suppose what will happen is if I am very close to failing the quest, then what I'll do is at that point, I will take a risk. And I'll just go like, okay, Storm Sisters, get out of here, you know. Just take a load off and just have a fun old time somewhere. And then just go with the Kraken Radari and try and get into some battles with some Vanskri Raiders or something like that. Because that seems to be a potential for easy completion of the quest, perhaps. But I know a lot of people have some problems with this quest, including myself. I'm not excluding myself from that, because it is, in my opinion, probably the hardest quest to do. I know a lot of people also do have a pretty easy time of doing the quest, but it really depends on your current circumstances and situation in the game. So it is really just a, you know, circumstantial kind of thing. You know, so for example, if you have the peasant army, the peasant revolt army, and it's available in your game at the time of you taking the challenging task, and it's at the perfect level for you to attack those guys, this quest is going to be super easy for you. But if you don't, then it's going to be kind of a similar thing to what I have here, where I'm just literally running around trying to find basically any battle, any farmers to help out, and I'm scrambling around to try and get the renown. So it's one or the other. You know, you're going to have a very easy time, or you're going to have a time like I am right here. So it's one of those. But anyway, we'll just take these, and then we will continue onward. Thank you very much. All right. So I think I'm going to get there in time, and I think that's actually going to be it for this episode. And a little bit of a chill episode, but also slightly frustrating, especially for me, because I couldn't find any farmers. That grinds my gears. Anyway, that will be it. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.